get to the next step, at least as far as how they evolve as an offense?
I think they'll look at the way certain teams played them and some of the things that they approach to try to stop with varying degrees of success and be ready. Everybody can say, well, defenses will kind of catch up with that. Well, maybe not, but that doesn't address the fact that Greg Roman's going to be looking and going, okay, so how are defenses going to evolve to try to stop us? So here is our counter for that. And here's some things he'll go back and look at the things that really worked and some that, they pushed on the edge and really didn't, and go, okay, let's go back and make sure we center around these pieces a little bit more because they were very, very productive. Let's don't waste our time with these things over here. So it will continue to evolve in that way, as will defenses playing it, and see if there's anybody, although they're in great shape in terms of the talent they have. The offensive line, that'd be the one place, maybe depends on what Yonda wants to do, and maybe at the center position, maybe augmented on the inside. But they're in the enviable place where they're just, all they got to do is tweak a little bit. It's not like they have to come in and totally renovate this thing.
All right, so 49ers and the Chiefs are here, all courtesy of our friends at Sporticulture. We had Rod Woodson come by, and I forgot he was a 49er. Like, you don't think of him as I think you was more of a 49er than I do Rod Woodson, quite frankly. This is a good football game. Like, we get together every year and we do this. Usually Tom Brady's up against some young buck, and we have to figure it out. For Kansas City, and I know you, of all the soft spots, you love some Kansas City football.
Well, Andy Reid, and we're BYU guys, and Andy was coming in as I was finishing up and coaching there. The thing. I love the dichotomy of the game in that you got the fast break offense of the old guy, Andy Reid, and the young guy has got the smash mouth 21, 12 personnel, 2 back, 2 tight end, downhill, run the ball, only have to throw it 8 times in the championship, in the young guy in Kyle Shanahan. It is going to be a good game. I think the 2 best teams are here. They've certainly earned it. The question becomes, San Francisco is capable of beating Kansas City. And how do they do that? It's the way they've won before. They're going to play great defense, great 4-man rush with those 5 first-round draft choices. They're going to run the ball, and they're going to run the ball some more. Play action, big plays down the field. Don't give up turnovers. Don't and maybe get a special teams advantage. The hard thing is they've got to do all of that. Kansas City is a team that can maybe not play great defense, and maybe they can get behind, but that offense is so spectacular, they're never out of it. And so that's the challenge for San Francisco. You could almost make a case, as I have, because people say you can't play zone against Kansas City. Well, that's true to a degree, but if you match up man and you let them have those big plays, you let Patrick Mahomes get around the pocket, I would advocate you could make a strong case, say, okay, we're going to do the bend but don't break. We're going to play change-up zones. We're going to make Patrick Mahomes, who is completely capable of nickel and diming your way down the field, and we're going to make you go 10, 12, 15 plays to get into the end zone or kick a field goal. We do that, rely on our offense to then hold on to the ball and run. That means we get down to the fourth quarter, the last 2 possessions, and it's a 1-score game. Now we got a chance. If they don't, and they let Kansas City get some of those 60 and 70-yarders and covering man, and all of a sudden it breaks down, he gets outside, and all of a sudden you're down 14 points, you're down 17 points. That's not how San Francisco's built. So you could almost see a plan to say, it's going to look like they're going to, matriculate their way down the field, which would be perfect for Kansas City. But I'm not sure that I wouldn't bet on that before taking too many chances to give them an opportunity to make those big plays.
We're at the 60% mark. You're our final guest toward the middle of the week. We're on the second half of the week. I don't think we've heard Jimmy and Garoppolo brought. It's Mahomes, it's defense, it's coaches, it's history, it's Terrell Suggs and Kyle Juszczyk, or all this. Garoppolo, where's he in all of this? He's going to play too, right?
He's the perfect quarterback for them. He's playing very, very well. He's not a 40, 45 pitch guy. We don't know that he can't be that. That's just not who they are. No, you don't want to get into a track meet.
Well, if he's a 45-pitch guy, they're losing.
It means you're not running the ball. Exactly right. And that's not his fault. It doesn't mean he can't do that. I hearkened him to a very favorable comparison to Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman's in the Hall of Fame.
That's a good
having a career where he didn't have to be the 40 or 45 pitch guy. I had a great running game. I had great receivers on the outside. I could be on a 25-30 throw. We were going to win a lot of games, go to a Super Bowl. You look at Troy's overall numbers, just at the numbers. Forget the fact that he's had so many Super Bowls, and you look at him and say, and don't put a name to it, and stack it up and go, I don't know if this is a Hall of Fame guy. But you look at it in totality. Jimmy Garoppolo could be that guy. We don't know that he couldn't be a Patrick Mahomes in terms of the 40-45 throw. But right now, that's just not how they're configured.
And Anything else in the game here that that you see? The Andy Reid thing. There's an emotional part of this for you, right?
Sure. Because it's interesting to me because Andy Reid, the one qualifier, and it's regrettable, but it's the fact of life in the NFL, is it's for his legacy. Well, he's got a pretty good legacy.
Sure.
Okay. 20 years, gone to 2 Super Bowls with 2 different quarterbacks. No one questions how good a coach Andy Reid is. But until you can fill that box, regrettably, and Andy Reid's a strong enough personality. If it doesn't happen for him, he's got the right value system. It's not like his life is over, and he can still quantify what a great coach he was. But it does. There's no denying filling that box is big. Being, as I'll attest to, as humbly as I can, being a Super Bowl winning coach is a qualifier. Maybe it shouldn't be, but it is. And it's something that you're never going to get away from, not that you would want to, and certainly would round up what would be what I would question is arguably a Hall of Fame career if he were able to get that Super Bowl win.
Well, now we got Cowher, and I figure you're Hall of Fame eligible. So I'm going to put you in.
Bill. I was happy to see that for Bill and for Jimmy, and the fact that they're kind of evening up the checkbook this year with trying to, because there's such a backlog.
I'm pissed about Art, so I just am.
Yeah, I am too. I thought if there was that when they first announced they were going to do that they were going to have this ancillary group that gets inducted.
This was the chance.
I thought, boy, this is how they're going to do it. This is great, and I was very disappointed that it didn't happen.
All right, he's our head coach on behalf of the Living Classrooms Foundation, always doing good stuff around town. And, of course, you can find him at Coach Billick out on Twitter where he's oft-times glib. And get out to Roman, GetRoman.com.
You need to get Roman. Jen needs to make sure you get – I was just with Mark Schlereth, and he says, my wife's going to make sure.
Yeah, when you get the wives involved, that's when, if I need anything from you, I find Kim and I get it done.
Kim keeps an eye on me constantly like, you okay? I just coughed.
How's your daughters? How's your grandkids? Are they all
they're
skiing?
Doing great. We're heading that way, Deer Valley here pretty. Can't keep up with my 7-year-old grandson on the slope. Cannot keep up with him. He starts down that hill, and it's like you little snot-nosed little grab a hold. You don't leave Pop like that. Okay, Pop, and he's gone down the hill.
I like when he calls himself Pop.
It's cool to hear yourself refer to yourself as Pop.
Third person.
That's neat.
I never thought I'd hear you call yourself Pop.
Oh, yeah,
before.
Gigi and Pop.
There you go. The Ring of Honor, man. We got Brian Billick here on behalf of Get Roman. We are live at Super Bowl 54. We wish it was us. Instead, it's them. We are WNST.net, AM 1570, and WNST.com, .net, .com, GetRoman.com. I never made that mistake. And we never stop talking Baltimore sports.